Buddy Nerdigans? This is the one and only Packer Girl 89 of Nerdigans, and today's Manga Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for Jujutsu Kaisen Modulo Chapter 8. But before I get into this recap and live reaction, we are at war with YouTube's algorithm, and it is slowly but surely killing my channel, and in order to defeat this algorithmic beast, we need you to please hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored. If you love what we're doing and want to help keep me, my adorable little Pupaki, who's somewhere around here, hopefully being good kitties, and this operation, well, again, literally alive and kicking, so we can keep bringing you more anime and manga content, whether it be news, analysis, or live reactions like this one. Feel free to hit up our Cash App, PayPal, and Coffee. Links are in the description box below, as well as the link to our Patreon where we are doing our anime live reaction content, because unlike YouTube, where we constantly have to worry about getting a copyright strike for showing anything on the screen, well, Patreon, we don't have to worry about that. So we can have our full setup of the anime and manga side by side and have the audio to boot, which is not only great for busting a botched localization or two, but it's great for when we cover anime original content like, say, Digimon Beat Break. And the more views and subscribers we get on Patreon, the more anime we'll cover. And hell, if you upgrade to the $10 Patreon membership, you get to choose the series we cover as well. And there is a stacked fall anime season in full swing, in which we're covering Digimon, which we're covering today, Gachikuta, Togenanki, which we covered yesterday, Santa, which we covered yesterday, Twisted Wonderland, and today we're going to be also covering Boku no Hero Academia Final Season and Spy Family Season 3, and there's even more on the way, including Jujutsu Kaisen. So please check out our Patreon. The link is in the description box below. So last chapter was really heartbreaking because we found out that Yuka has a type of brain cancer. So where are we going to go from here is the question. So let's get into this chapter, see what's in store for us today. And this chapter is titled Du Laval Babidi Ichika First Part. The past of those marked by theft. Here we go. The government wiped out our hometown. Our parents fought to the bitter end, but were buried with everything they fought for. The stone my father treasured more than his life was just another rock to me. Even now, I wonder if that stone was special in some way. That stone looks really nice. I'm not a babysitter. Please, Dula. Okay, so we got some notes here from Gege here. It all started with someone recommending me Providence was with us when I was still working on my first serialization. Interesting. Well, you caught them, didn't you? Just let them serve their time and send them back. That's the problem. If we punished every kid in broad daylight, the prisons would be swarmed by them. Hungry kids turning to theft isn't exactly rare, you know, which is very true. Better that than letting the townsfolk handle justice their own way. These aren't just normal kids, you see. Even the grown-ups didn't stand a chance. If I were to just send them back into the camp, I need to take a limb or two to give the people some peace of mind. Sheesh, fine, I'll handle it. Oh! So we're finding out the twins' backstory. Am I seeing doubles? They're twins. I said kids, remember? Ooh. So they must have been adopted. Damn, they got their ass whooped. You two are quite energetic. That's nice. I want you two to do some work for me. Well, I say work, but there is no pay in the end. We're building a canal. So yeah, I'll continue excavating alone, and you two will put all the rubble into these boxes. Like this. Yes, sir. Oh, don't touch these rocks over yonder. Yes, sir. Well, I'll be damned. The energetic little buggers are dutifully working. Well, here's the thing with kids. Just like with animals. You gotta show, especially boys in particular, in terms of humans, you gotta show them who's boss. You do. Once you do that, then they will calm the fuck down. A great example of this is my brother, because when my parents were going through that messy ass divorce, my brother was acting out. But then when my stepdad came into the picture and disciplined him, oh, he stopped real fast. But anyways, handing them over to you was the right call after all. Nah, I just gave him a little smack and they're all good. See? Do you two just never learn or just enjoy being beaten up? Didn't I just give you some work? Whoa, now that's a boulder. It's a lot bigger than I thought. Back off a little, lads. Ooh, that probably impressed them. What's wrong? They're like, dude, they're inspired now. Dula, why build a canal anyway? So Dula is him. Okay. Are you asking why? Well, can't expect a kid to know that. You'll have to take this path if you wish to carry goods from Diskunte to Sharma. Whoa, that's a long way around. Ooh, this map is nice too. That's why we're making a canal through here. It's giving Panama Canal realness, huh? Yeah, I see. But why? Cross? Oh, why are we Lumerians doing all this just for Diskunte? The construction of the canal was decided upon a while ago, but Kalians? Our people see the Kalians as divine creatures, but every race except us wanted them extinct. Refusing such a genocide cost us our homes and families. It's not surprising how it got to that point, to be fair. Kalians would hunt and eat people who weren't Lumerians. This region belongs to the Kalians. While the canal was still being planned, Diskunte's laborers were attacked and the project came to a halt. We're not making the canal because we have to. We're making it because there isn't anyone else who could. Well, that doesn't answer my questions. Diskuntes are the Skuntans. There we go. Why did I say Diskunte? The Skuntans were the ones who exiled us here in the first place. We're the ones stuck living in this barren wasteland. So why the hell are we are the ones helping Diskuntan. Let's see. It's not for their benefit. It's ours. That might sound strange in a place where power means everything, but there are times where you should retaliate. Diskunte won't change unless Lumilia does first. Unfortunately, that's half true. Like, not all people are going to change just because you are being the bigger person. No, they might take advantage of that, in fact, but you need love and Herculean effort to live and prosper among people whom you don't share blood or borders with. The Herculean effort, yes, you do. The love, I don't know about that. Live and prosper among them? I'm talking about being good neighbors. Accepting our differences would be immensely easier if you have a common ground. That is so true. That is. I believe this canal will create that common ground between Lumerians and Diskuntans. I mean, the canal could also allow us to make waterways for camps and villages through the Lumerian River, which is probably a good idea. If we can set the canal as an outlet, we won't have to worry about floods no matter how large we make the water gate. Not only will we revitalize the land, I'm sure our children will be less prone to be sick if we can provide them with clean water. That is true. It's actually, like, it really is benefiting them more to have this canal, if you think about it. I don't get it. I wonder if Cross will be absent today as well. I mean, well, now you can kind of understand how Maru's mindset about neighbors and shit like that. That totally makes sense. I mean, I can't really blame the kid. The whole reason I'm doing all the work is because most people agree with him. Huh? The area we dug out yesterday. No! And all the cages are ruined. Now, that is slightly pushing it. It wasn't Cross. He'd never do something like that. I know, kid. Half these morons can't even understand what I'm trying to build. Probably the work of a few radicalized good-for-nothings. Sheesh. Let's just get on with our work. You'll let them get away with it? It'll just be a waste of time otherwise. The way he tries to cozy up to Diskuntan sickens me to my core. Oh, speaking of the ruffians, I heard that prick Dula gets tons of gold from Diskuntans. Bro! Hello? They're benefiting! Dula is definitely benefiting a lot more than you fucks are. If you were helping him, you probably get some gold too. Well, that should have taught him a lesson, assholes. That naive bastard will just continue working on the canal. Then, what should we do now, Oski? Well, we'll just destroy it again. God. This sounds very familiar, doesn't it? It's much easier to destroy than excavating. Dula is just dumb enough to bash his head against the wall over and over again. That's right, Dula's pretty dumb. Who's the brat? He should have educated you dimwits through your bodies, not your brains, which is very true. He's one of the... Hey, Cross, you finally came. Don't get the wrong idea. I just didn't want to be associated with the likes of them. Go, Cross! Dula, all the cages are filled. Go ask the geezer how to make new cages. He'll be more considerate. Why are we planting trees here? Because it's resistant to salt. Ooh, the cages will rot away eventually and the tree's roots will replace them. That is smart. Dula, the water gate crumbled. What? Maru! Let's see. The Council of Elders approved it. The entire village will help with the construction. And of course, yes, he looks very familiar too. I know we saw him at the start of the series, but yeah. And of course, that the plan to turn the canal into a functional water gate was approved as well. So many people. I've got to wonder if Sukuna came from here. Kind of like a Piccolo situation. Good one, Chapaloma. I knew you had it in you. Well, you always jump ahead of yourself. I can't really say it was all my doing since you were the one pushing the work forward. You need love and Herculean effort to live and prosper. Hey, you, huh? I'm sorry for hitting you, and thank you for cooperating with us. Sure, kid. See, these motherfuckers, you need to, like, put them in their place. Once you do that, they'll respect you. Sure, kid. Likewise. Cross, Maru, Dula, I get it now. Oh, he's so cute! He's so innocent and cute! Yeah, they did it! Oh, and you get to see the kids swimming. That's cute. Oh, that ship is beautiful. This spread is beautiful. Discunt sent us a request. They want us to construct a port facility for their ships and seamen. So, well, yeah, that's great for them because that means trade isn't coming through. It also could be bad because they could use that to start a genocide against them. What? Arrogant bastards. Come on, don't be like that. They're covering everything. Dude, they're paying for it? Oh, fuck, yes. And it could turn out good for us. What? Our economy will flourish if there is support here. Japaloma, which means, that's right, trade between Lumeria and Discunt begins once again. Just as we lost our parents, Japalomo lost his daughter to Discunt's isolationist policy. Aww. And yet, I've never seen Japaloma angry or bitter. But I'm hoping that people learn this. Especially for the U.S. We cannot be isolationist. It didn't work out for us for World War II. Being an isolationist was kind of a problem. So the people, like, I'm not saying we should remove. There's tons of countries that should not be getting funding from us, and that we shouldn't be the world's police. Not everyone's got to contribute, but unfortunately, we can't. Especially right now, we can't be an isolationist country. It just can't happen. 10 years, a long time indeed. Back then, he must have buried his grief, asking himself why his daughter had to die. I respect Jabaloma immensely. I don't blame him. We need to decide our next move now. If we're supposed to widen the canal in a way that would allow ships to anchor without causing floods, then how about we use the sandstone area? Wouldn't that be too close to the riverbed? We need to account for the water levels. You can only go up if you're rock bottom. This is true. I hoped everything would go swimmingly from then on, until one day... Yet the Discuntan Patriarch's daughter was devoured by the Kalians. Oh no! Doom looms over the Lumerians once again. Oh no! Yeah! Yeah, there's definitely gonna be a misunderstanding with this. They're gonna be like, oh, you fucks sent the Kalians after us. They said in here, first of all, Dula did say they can't control them. They can't control the Kalians. But yeah, genocide is a-coming. Genocide is definitely a-coming. To definitely at least the Kalians. Kalians are gonna... and it just sucks. If there's like an here's the thing though. Like, because wolves are going through this too. If there's an overpopulation of a species, then that's kind of different. You might have to kill them. Especially if they're eating your chicken. Well, it's self-defense in the case of eating your chickens and shit like that. But, yeah, I understand that this is going after the Kalians is kind of sort of a self-defense thing in this case. It's retaliation too, actually. Actually, in this case, it's retaliation more than self-defense. But, ooh... They're gonna be like, why didn't you fucks make sure, control the Kalyan population. That's probably what they're gonna say. But yeah, they're gonna use this as you know what? You gotta wonder if the Discuntans were just looking for an excuse for this. Kind of like how we saw the prejudice coming from the Lumerian side. Gotta wonder if that's what's happening here on the Discuntan side as well. But man, that really sucks because they were living together peacefully. It's kind of like what we saw in Vinland Saga, where they were able, like, Thorfinn did the impossible and was able to coexist with the Linu until one day the plague came to play. Yeah, there's that, and also where their other settlement was, yeah, they were all killed by the Linu tribe up there. Not everyone is going to work with you. No. They are fine, and especially in the case of the Linu, they were just trying to find an excuse to get, not all the Linu, obviously, but local Linu tribe with Thorfinn was great. We're talking about the outsiders that came in. They were trying to find an excuse to kill them. Kill them all and get them off the land, even though they were benefiting from them. But yeah, I'm very curious what you guys think of this chapter. The genocide is a-coming. The genocide is a freaking coming. I can't wait to see what the Discuntan point of view is, or their reasoning. If it's because they believe that the Lumerians sent the Kalyans after Discutan's patriarch, if they're gonna, patriarch's daughter. I wonder if that's going to be the excuse to genocide them. And I'm not just talking about the Kalyans. It'll be the Lumerians as well. Or they believe, they believe the Lumerians sent the Kalyans after the Discuntan daughter, like the patriarch's daughter, that they did this on purpose. Or are they just going to be like, or I feel like that's going to be the case. They got to use that. We don't know. We need to know a little bit more about the Discuntan side of things. We do. But I'm very curious what you guys think. Do you guys think that similar to what we saw with the Lumerians, that the Discuntans had a very similar prejudice going towards them? And that the patriarch's daughter being killed by the Kalyans they're using that as an excuse to not just kill the Kalyans, but the Lumerians. Fuck, wouldn't it be a trip if it was the Discuntans, like the pissed off Discuntans that were prejudiced towards the Lumerians, that let the Kalyans in, and the Kalyans had the Kalyans eat the patriarch's daughter? That would be a trip. I would not be surprised by that if that was the case. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. What you guys think they're believing, from the Discuntan side, what they're believing, and what do you guys think really happened? Because we know the canal. Obviously, there's the canal building driving the Kalyans away. Oh, for sure, there is. That's not a question. It's a matter of fact. But I just got this feeling that some disgruntled Discuntans use the Kalyans to kill the patriarch's daughter, so that way they can genocide the Lumerians. That's my guess. But what do you guys also think of what this explains Maru's mindset? Oh, it totally does. And then the second part of this backstory, I think, was going to explain Cross's side of things, for sure. Oh yeah, definitely. It's kind of, in a way, part of me is like, yeah, it's kind of giving like a Knives Vash kind of realness. But let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. Love what we're doing and want to help keep this operation alive and kicking so we can keep bringing you more Jujutsu Kaisen content. A few ways you could do that. Donate to our Cash App, PayPal, Patreon. Purchase something off our Amazon wishlist. All that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow us on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend us on PlayStation Network. That's in the description box below as well. Until next time, Nerdigans, we will be seeing you later. Bye.